Happy 2022, Stouffville. We're going to have a look at the market stats today. The most current stats we have from the Toronto Real Estate Board are for December 21. We'll compare that with what happened a year ago in December 2020, and then we'll have a look at November 2021 as well, just to give you a bit of contrast. We'll start with the numbers. So the N stands for new listings that came to market. So in December 20 in Stouffville, across all home types, we had 49 new listings come to market. Sales through the month, represented by the S there, are 64, and the active listings are essentially what didn't sell and carry over into the next month, and there were 90. Now, if we fast forward to November 2021, we had 80 new listings come to market, 68 sales through the month, and 55 active listings, which carried over into December. December, we had 36 new listings coming to market. Wowzers. So less than half than the month before. Not untypical of December, where the market tends to slow down a little bit in terms of the number of listings. It's Christmas time. People have friends and family over. And so it's quite normal that we do see less listings on the market. But in the case of this year, the buyer trend has continued to be very hot. So we had 43 new sales through the month of December and 33 active listings. If we're looking at the money, so $1,015,000 was the average sale price across all home types in Stouffville in December 2020. November 21, we were $1,461,000. Currently trending at $1,653,000 is the average sale price across all home types in Stouffville. Sales to new listings ratio is also known as the absorption rate, and it tells us out of the homes coming on the market each month, what is the percentage of them that are actually selling. So 130.6% in December 2020. Now you might be scratching your head on that one, so I'll just give you a little background. So sales to new listings ratio, or as we call it, the absorption rate, it is calculated by dividing sales by new listings. So if we look at sales by new listings, there was more sales than there was actual new listings that came on the market. So again, not surprising, you can see it through the numbers that it is 130%. And where those extra sales come from, that extra 30% to make up that gap, is they're actually coming from those active listings. So if buyers are not successful in getting a home that's recently come on the market, like in the new sales, then what they'll do is they'll circle back to the older listings that have been carrying over from month to month to month, and that's where we start seeing these extra sales come from. November 21, 85% of the homes that came on the market sold, currently trending at 119. So back in that same scenario where there's more sales happening in December 21 in Stouffville than there was listings that came on the market. So again, we're 20 odd listings less active carrying over. I would suggest that some of those certainly came off the market because of the season. Others would have been going to make up these sales that happened here. Months of inventory remaining tells us that if no other homes came on the market after today at the current rate of consumption or the current rate of buying, how long would it take to completely deplete the inventory? And that is calculated by active listings divided by sales. So 1.4 months of inventory a year ago in Stouffville, and again, that's across all home types. 0.8 months of inventory in November, currently trending at 0.7. So again, we're directly looking at this active listing number. We can see there's a definite reduction in it, so not surprised to see that this number is actually going down. Sale price to list price ratio, 99.4% of asking in December 2020, 106.5 in November 21, currently trending at 103 in December 2021. Days on market to get a home sold, 34 a year ago, 17 in November, currently trending at 19. Now, this is something I've mentioned in other videos. So when you have a market where you have less inventory, you have a very high absorption rate, your mind would go to, well, you know, we should see less days on the market because it's just bang, 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 right? We see these listings come off the market. Not always the case. And so what I would offer you when you're seeing the days on market counter come up, as you're seeing the inventory levels lower and the absorption rate go up, is that the buyers are in fact circling back to these older active listings, which is they're listings that may have been on the market for 20 days, 30 days, 40 days. And so when you do that, obviously the average in the mix tends to pull that number up. So I know this market can be super confusing and to navigate for both buyers and sellers. If you would like some help navigating this market, I would love to hear from you. And again, Happy New Year. See you next month.